Cindy writes in. I guess we ignored Cindy for quite some time, Alan.
We did. Okay, well, let's get to it then.
All right. I guess sometimes we don't get your emails, folks. So
Yeah, there was a couple of weeks there where we didn't get any, right?
I don't know where they go. Then they get all upset saying, hey, I guess.
Sometimes we have problems with the form on the website and it doesn't work, or sometimes people have problems actually getting the form to submit properly. And so then I get calls from people saying, hey, have you gotten a call from me or an email from me? And then I just tell them, you know what, just email me directly. That way I can make sure it gets on the show. So that's what we did in this case.
Got it.
Okay.
It says, hello, Joe. Wow, I can't even say my own name.
Wait, did you say Joel?
I don't know what the hell I said. Oh, God. Hello, Joe, Alan, Andy. I really enjoy your TV and radio programs and appreciate you sharing your wealth of knowledge in such fun and entertaining way. I have a tax question regarding AMT, alternative minimum tax. I tried contacting the IRS for an answer, but no help there. So for year 2013, I paid $25,000 in alternative minimum tax due to exercising incentive stock options after a job loss. In subsequent years, my income did not require AMT payments, and I received credits totaling $20,000 for the tax years 14 through 18. Due to being unemployed during 2014 and most of 2015, my income was very low, which made the AMT credits for 14 and 15 only $229 and $733 respectively. The credits were higher for 2016 through 2018. However, the total credits received from 2014 through 2018 were $5,095 less than the $25,418 amount of the AMT paid for 2013. Amounts for the line 25 and 26 on Form 8801 for 2014 through 2018 are shown below. Now I know why we probably ignored this question.
Kind of technical.
Yeah, never received it. Sorry, Cindy. Is there any way I can still get the remaining $5,095 back, or is it too late? So she's looking for an additional tax credit through AMT.
So let me translate.
All right.
So alternative minimum tax is a alternative way to calculate income taxes. It came about in the 1950s or 1960s when it was thought that certain wealthy individuals weren't paying their fair share of taxes. They were loading up on deductions, right? And so the IRS and our politicians came up with an alternative way of calculating taxes, similar but slightly different rules. And everybody, I don't care who you are, everyone has to calculate their taxes both ways, and whichever is higher, that's the tax you pay. Now, many of us have never heard of it because our regular taxes are almost always higher than our alternative minimum taxes. But there are situations where it flips, and the alternative minimum tax, or AMT, is higher than the regular tax. And that would be in Cindy's case. Because when you exercise incentive stock options, it's not considered regular income on your W-2, but it is considered an alternative minimum taxable income. So in other words, you have higher income for AMT purposes than regular purposes.
Yeah, they look at it as income for AMT purposes, but not for your regular taxes.
Yeah, so as a consequence, in this example, back in 2013, Cindy's AMT taxable income was way higher than her regular taxable income. That's why she owed the higher alternative minimum tax. Because
she exercised stock options.
Yeah.
And some companies give incentives, some people give non-qualified.
Right.
So on incentive, right, so she exercised and it created a lot larger taxable income, but it was a lot larger taxable income on the Altman schedule, not necessarily her regular schedule.
You got it. And so the way the tax forms work is you always pay the higher of the two, but the way the tax schedule works is you pay your regular tax and then you pay an extra tax for AMT. Even though you're paying the AMT tax, it just shows up in two spots. So in her 2013, she paid an extra $25,000 of AMT tax. Okay? Now, because that's what's called a timing difference, in other words, when she actually then sells those shares later, she'll have a higher basis, so she'll have a lower gain for AMT purposes, and this whole thing will reverse, right? And so she'll get this money back, or most of it. but not necessarily all of it. And here's why, is because back in 2013, and Cindy may not have known this, but part of her AMT tax was because of state taxes and property taxes that she paid, or miscellaneous itemized deductions that she paid that are not allowable for AMT purposes and are never allowable for AMT purposes. Therefore, it's not a timing difference. You never get a refund of that part of the AMT tax. So I don't have the tax.
So the $25,000 that she paid in alternative minimum tax, some of it was because of the incentive stock options.
You got
and
it.
Some of it was for other deductions.
That's right. And so just round numbers, $25,000 AMT tax, $20,000 of that tax was because of the incentive stock options, $5,000 was because of, call it state taxes, property taxes, miscellaneous, whatever, right? So therefore, when she filed tax returns later, she got credits of $20,000. So she's wondering, wait a minute, I should get another $5,000 back. And unfortunately, Cindy, no, you got what you were entitled to because $5,000 of that tax was related to things that do not turn around, are not timing differences. So that's why. It's a great question. Probably lost a lot of our listeners, but anyway, that's the answer.
Are you prepared for retirement? Schedule a free financial assessment with an experienced financial professional right online at purefinancial.com.